Is your Samsung TV cycling on and off? I'm about to reveal a game-changing solution to revive your TV in less than a minute. But wait, what if that quick trick doesn't work? Well, if you have a more severe failure with your TV, we also have a more advanced repair to show you. But first, let's start with the quick fix. The most common reason for your TV cycling on and off is a software failure. So our first step is to do a factory reset using Samsung's secret service menu. Be careful, in this menu, changing the wrong settings could break the TV further. Turn off your TV, then press mute 182 and the power button. You need to do this within 3 seconds. Once it boots up, the service menu should appear. Sometimes the TV cycles quickly, so be quick. Luckily, all you have to do is press the enter button 3 times. Now the TV will turn itself off, wait a few seconds, and turn back on. Now, if this fixed your problem, let us know in the comments down below and make sure to like the video. Now, if the TV cycled on and off too quickly for you to be able to do the factory reset, or you were able to and you still have this issue, then either you do not have a software failure or the software is corrupted in such a way that a factory reset simply won't be enough. At this point, you should keep following along as we perform simple troubleshooting steps to further identify the fault. One of the things we're going to be doing here is turning it on and measuring approximately how long it takes for the TV to cycle on and off. This will be important in a bit. In our specific scenario, the TV has been intermittent. Sometimes it cycles on and off very quickly, sometimes it takes about 10 seconds, and sometimes, like we're experiencing now, the TV actually stays on. Next step, let's open it up. I'm going to start by removing the stand, followed by these 2 screws here, then the perimeter screws, and lastly our screw over here, right above the component inputs. We do need to remove this compartment here. There's 2 little tabs. I'm going to push them in with my nails and remove this. Then I can go ahead and pinch the connector on the sides here while gently wiggling it out. And the back cover should now lift and remove off the TV, just like that. So what could be causing this fault? In this TV, we have our power supply, which is connected to our LED strips, also known as our backlight. Either or could be faulty and causing these symptoms. The power supply then connects to our main board, which is going to be our primary suspect. And finally, the main board connects via the ribbon, which goes to what is called our T-con board and also our screen. The T-con and screen could also cause this. We are going to go through each part and rule them out one by one as the potential cause of our fault, starting with the power supply and LED backlight. To do this, we simply disconnect the main board from the power supply like this. Plug in the TV and start our timer. If the TV does not shut down within these 7 to 10 seconds, we know the power supply and LED backlights are not the fault. Like I said previously, however, the TV does intermittently work and sometimes shuts off actually more quickly than the 7 to 10 seconds, so let's try a couple of times. Okay, the TV stayed on again, so let's go ahead and plug the main board back in. But this time, we are going to disconnect the ribbons which connect the main board to the T-con and screen. Okay, let's power back on and start our timer. Okay, and we did see that the backlight did turn off here, so we are getting the cycling again after reconnecting the main board. With the main board back in circuit, we get the cycling again. This confirms the main board is the faulty part. If the cycling didn't occur, we would then reconnect our T-con, but disconnect the screen from the T-con and retest for cycling and so on until we identify which part causes the cycling. Okay, now to reveal which components we need to replace and how to do it. As we stated earlier, this type of fault is usually software related, but it can be hardware related. Whenever the Samsung main boards have hardware faults, ironically, it is the software chips that fail. On this board, we have 2 such chips. One is called the EEPROM and the other the eMMC chip. The only thing is, to remove and replace the eMMC chip, we need a rework machine. What is that? The EEPROM is your classic 8-legged IC, whereas the eMMC chip is a BGA type chip. This means it doesn't have legs like a traditional IC chip would. Instead, it has a ball grid array below the chip. In order to properly and safely remove that chip, we need to heat up the bottom and the top of the chip simultaneously until we reach the solder's melting point. To show you how we do that, I'm going to pass the main board over to my tech Juan.
You're back again, right? All right, I'm going to position the board on the rework machine and align it. And next we're going to align our top heating element, and then we'll start our profile. And this profile takes about 5 minutes. The machine just reached the solder's melting point, which means we're ready to remove the chips. We just used hot air, but technically we could have used a soldering iron to remove the EEPROM since it's not a BGA chip. All right, now we need to clean and prepare the board for the new chips. and install our newly programmed chips. Both chips are aligned, so we'll go ahead and begin the reattachment process. Alright, both chips are installed and the board is ready for your final testing.
I've just installed the board back into the TV, so let's take a look. Okay, it's turning on at least. All right, and it does look like it is set to the default initial setup. So let's go ahead and go through that real quick. I don't want to select any of this. And it looks like we have a fully functional board. And I did plug in our Fire Stick into HDMI 1 and we get full picture. It hasn't cycled yet. I've turned it on and off a couple of times now. So we have a successful repair. If you like the video, make sure to leave us a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.